Joining us now on Inside Coverage, a guy who, and I know Amon-Ra St. the outcome wasn't what you wanted. I get all that. But you had like a good month in 1 week last week. You were back at home. You're back in L.A. You got family and friends in Southern California. How good did it feel to have 18 targets, a $164, and a couple of touchdowns in front of friends and family?
I mean, that felt good, but I think for me and for us as a team, winning is the most important thing, and we didn't get that done. So that kind of stung for us, especially how big that game was for us, going against a good opponent in the Rams. Maybe one of the best teams in the NFC. So not getting the win definitely hurt. So that's the biggest thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how many yards I have, how many catches, how many touchdowns. I'm taking a win over anything, any day of the week, because especially at this point in time, winning for us is the most important thing. It's at a premium. So, that's behind us now. We got to move on and hopefully go 1-0 this week.
You are a Little Caesars brand ambassador, by the way. We're going to get to that coming up in a second. I have no doubt people were eating Little Caesars and going, yeah, I just won my fantasy playoff because of you. I mean, you had a good half. You had like a good month in the first half. Did you get people blowing your phone up because of that as well?
After the game, obviously, I feel like people that play fantasy, they're obsessed with it. All they care about is the fantasy.
Is it healthy? It's not healthy, is it?
I don't think it's healthy at all. I don't play fantasy myself, but I got friends that do. I know people that play fantasy, and to them it's a big deal. I don't understand it, but I get it, I guess. And so, yeah, I got some messages saying you just won me my fantasy league, this, that, and the other, or won me my playoff game, whatever it is. And I just say, whatever, you're welcome, haha, whatever, to my friends. But like I said, for me, I'm not even worried about that. I'm worried about trying to win the game, and that's the biggest thing. And so, we didn't get that done. So we'll try to be better next week.
No, I totally get that. And it's the weird thing of the binary nature of this league, right? I mean, you lose and yet people are happy. Your family's happy, kind of, sort of. The fantasy people are happy. But you guys have had this up and down thing all year. You win, you lose. You win, you lose. Like, how do you deal with that mentally? Monday morning, like when you win, everything's great. Monday morning when you lose, man, it's the worst.
Yeah, I think for us, like you said, we've been on this win-lose streak for I don't know how long now. It's tough. I feel like, especially coming off the year we had last year, we were so used to winning, even the years before that, winning a lot of games. You kind of get used to winning. You get used to every week just winning and winning. And so when you lose a game, it's like, damn, this feels a little different. And so for us, we still have some things in front of us. We still got, if we win these next 3 games, I think there's a pretty good chance that we can make the playoffs. So for us, I think at this point in time, we just got to take it 1 week at a time. Don't look too far ahead. Don't start looking at other teams, counting games, whatever it may be. We got to focus on the task at hand, which is the Steelers this week, and just take care of business each week, 1 week at a time, and then maybe relook at things at the end of the season when everything's all said and done.
Yeah, and the math's great. Like you guys went out, it's 95%, obviously, but like you said, you got to go week by week. What do you think watching the Steelers on Monday Night Football?
I actually didn't watch too much of that game. I was a little busy yesterday with my girl, so I didn't watch too much of that game. Saw some of the highlights, but I didn't watch much of it. I'll be watching on tape, tomorrow and seeing what they did on defense. But the Steelers, they're a good team. They got Rodgers, they got DK. Their offense is going. Their defense, you always know what kind of defense you're getting in Pittsburgh. That the run and hit, always one of the best defenses in this league. So it's gonna be a good matchup. Can't wait.
All right, let's do some fun ones here. You guys are playing on Christmas, and you're on the road, by the way, on Christmas. Amon-Ra St. Do you have your Christmas shopping done yet?
I have most of it done, actually, believe it or not. I like to get ahead of it before.
Dude, you're unbelievable.
Before it gets all crazy. So I did most of it last week. It's easy nowadays too. You can go online, you can order stuff online, and then get it all done in one big bulk. So I try to get it done the week before because I know everyone in about 3 or 4 days is going to start scrambling. So
yeah.
I got most of it done already.
That's me. So I haven't done anything yet. Jared, I assume, gets the O-line gifts. Do you get Jared a gift, Amon-Ra?
I don't get Jared a gift. I tell him Merry Christmas. I tell him, happy holidays. I don't give him a gift. If anyone's gonna get a gift, it's gonna be our receiver room. We do like what is it called? White elephant, or
Sure.
I think it's called that. Each and every year, get each other, gifts and hand them around. So that's usually what we do in our room. But no, Jared Goff does not get a gift from me. Maybe I should actually get him one. That's a good point you bring up.
All right. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but but that's the thing with The Office. Like, if you buy a couple of people a gift, then you have to buy everybody a
Right.
gift. Yeah. Okay. Think about that, though. Who would win in a race? I saw their celebration. J-Mo or Jahmyr? Who would win?
That's a good question. I think it'll be close. In a 40-yard dash, I'm not sure because I feel like Jahmyr, he starts so fast. But if you give me in a 100-yard meter race, I'll probably take J-Mo just because of his stride. Seeing him run each and every day on like his goal balls, posts, I mean, his stride's insane. So they're both, they're both speedsters. You guys see it, every Sunday how fast they are. So it's tough in a 40, but in a 100, I'll probably take J-Mo.
If Jahmyr played wide receiver full time, could he be a Pro Bowler?
I think so. For sure. I mean, he's dynamic. He can catch the ball. I mean, you guys know what he can do with the ball in his hands. So you just, figure out a way to get him the ball and let him go do the rest.
Phillip Rivers is 44, Amon-Ra. So for those that don't know, the Lions have maybe the most former players on their coaching staff of any team in the league. So Phillip is 44. He was coaching high school. Here's the list of guys who are on your staff who played in the league: Dan Campbell, Kelvin Shepard, Tashard Choice, Marcus Tuiasosopo, Hank Fraley, Bruce Gradkowski, Sean Deion Hamilton, Deshae Townsend, Scotty Montgomery, although Scotty was a while ago. Of all those guys, who could give me 5 snaps right now?
Who can give you 5 snaps? I might have to go either Dan, put him at tight end, he run the ball 5 times. I think that's that's a no-brainer. Let him block somebody, let him pancake somebody. Or give me, Scotty could play too. You put him out at wide out, put him at X, move him out wide, run away from him, maybe throw him a slant, whatever, and then either Coach Shep, put him at backer. Now if they throw the ball, it might get a little dicey for Coach Shep, but for sure he'll be fine in the run game.
You are allowed to say none of them, by the way.
But I had to choose one. So if I choose one, give me Dan.
Okay. And finally, you guys are going to not to Italy. I'm sorry. You guys, it's been announced the Lions are going to play internationally next year.
Yeah.
Right. And there's going to be a game next year in Munich. Your mom's German. You speak German. You guys are going to Germany next year, right?
Please, you tell me. Do you know anything that I don't know? Because
I don't, but I figured you already knew.
No, I have no idea. I'm hoping so. I've been hoping that we play in Germany for the last 2 or 3 years. So hopefully we get that game. It would be, for me, it'd be a dream come true. I know for my mom, it'd be like the best thing ever. I asked her, this is like a few weeks ago, how many tickets do you think you need if we played in Germany? She goes, oh, probably like 50, 60. I said, oh my, that's insane. Right. So to play in Germany it'd be awesome. It'd be a dream come true.
And you can promote Little Caesars over there as well. The St. Brown Pizza Showdown with Little Caesars. We see the background here. We're talking about it earlier. Tell me all about that and what you're doing.
Yeah. So, I've been partnering with Little Caesars now for 2 years. It's been amazing at Detroit, Detroit pizza. I play in Detroit. Been loving pizza since I was a kid, but the Pizza Showdown was awesome. I was able to, compete with about 3 other people, about who can make the best pizza, who can make the fastest pizza. And for me, I didn't even know it was that hard to make a pepperoni pizza. Like there's actual tactic to it with the slices, with the sauce, the cheese. They said cheese melts in, so you want to fill the borders up first. There's so much to it that I had no idea before even coming here. So I guess you never know until you get into something. But it was a lot of fun, able to compete and, just make pizza.
Which teammate do you want to challenge? Anybody?
I feel like after what I've learned today, I can beat any one of my teammates in a pizza making challenge. That's timed. So you bring it on. You tell me.
Could you beat your brother?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. You ever get sick of working with him?
Nah, it's always a lot of fun. I love him.
I would get sick of working with my brother. You guys do a great job. The St. Brown podcast. I was just saying, maybe some weeks you're like, I don't want to talk to him.
Right.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, great job last week, obviously, and now doing a great job with the St. Brown Pizza Showdown, Little Caesars HQ. Hey, man, happy holidays. Best of luck the rest of the way down the stretch.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.